Where Arsenal were beaten 1-0 by Paris Saint-Germain in the first leg of their Champions League semi-final. It was an awful start for Arsenal. PSG went ahead in the 4th minute. Kvaratskhelia Kvaratskhelia pulled the ball back to Ousmane Dembele, who struck with his left foot. It was Dembele's 45th goal involvement in 45 games this season. Arsenal kept pushing for an equaliser, but couldn't find it in the end. And Clinton Morrison watched the game with us in the Sky Sports News studio. What went wrong for Arsenal tonight?
They were against a good PSG team. I don't think Arsenal did much wrong. I just think it was a very close game. But PSG created probably the better chances. Arsenal did create a few chances, but Donnarumma was in fantastic form. But I just think the difference between the two teams was the pace on the counter-attack. PSG, their front three, caused Arsenal a lot of problems. Even Barcelona, when he came on, had a golden opportunity. And you look at it with Martinelli, had a great opportunity, but didn't really stretch him behind, so he didn't really trouble Hakimi. And Mendes done a good job on Saka, who I love. I think Saka's a fantastic player, but defensively they got it right. And then when Arsenal did open them up, they had an outstanding goalie in Donnarumma.
All the talk beforehand from Arteta was make it happen. He called on the fans to really get behind them. Do you sense that Arsenal felt this first leg was the key to the whole tie?
Yeah, I think it was, because your home form is important. I mean, the home tie, is very important. You feel like when you're at home, you feel like it's like the 12th man with the fans getting behind you. So it was a bit disappointing. At times they were quiet, the Arsenal fans, but they did make a lot of noise. They tried to get behind them because everyone was trying to egg them on. The Raya was, Arteta was doing it on the side, the players were, but sometimes it's down to the players, and then the fans will react off the players. So yeah, listen, it's a disappointing night, but they're still in this tie. At 1-0, going to PSG, it is a difficult place to go, but they can create chances. They went to Real Madrid and won, so why can't they go to PSG and win?
Yeah, and PSG were beaten by Liverpool at home. I mean, it was an incredible game, that one. Could you foresee that kind of performance that Liverpool gave, snatching one on the break, that Arsenal can deliver in the second leg?
They can, but they'll have to keep it tight at the back. And the problem is this is a different PSG from when Liverpool played. I think they're full of confidence. I think they know their game plan. I think Luis Enrique's done a fantastic job. The improvement that I've seen in PSG over the last 3 or 4 years has been fantastic. They're not individual players in their team. The team work for each other. I think Dembele's a superstar. He's had 45 goal involvements. He's got 30 goals this season. I think 9 in the Champions League. His career just flipped on its head, and I think he's been fantastic. But Arsenal got to believe, and I think Arsenal missed Thomas Partey, because I don't think Dembele gets that goal if Thomas Partey is sitting in front of the back four. I just think he just pulls off, and then it enables Declan Rice to play higher up. So it was a silly booking from Thomas Partey, but they'll have him back for the second leg.
And you're talking about a bit about squad depth there, particularly in forward areas, when you see the senior options they had to bring off the bench there, Nwaneri, Sterling as the only senior options. Did Arsenal's lack of attacking options really come home tonight? Yeah,
that was always going to be the problem, Dave. They didn't have, PSG had a full squad to pick from. Arsenal didn't. They've got a lot of injuries, and they had obviously suspension with Partey, but the injuries have took its toll on them, and I always still think they're missing a natural number 9, which maybe in January they look at now and thought maybe we could have got it, but they didn't foresee these injuries that they've picked up. So they have been unlucky, but credit to Arteta, he's never moaned about it, he just got on with it. And they just got to believe, because next Wednesday is going to be a hell of an atmosphere, and they just play on the counter-attack. They've got the players to cause problems, for sure. And let me tell you something, PSG won't sit back and hold on to the 1-0. They'll still get forward, so Arsenal can counter-attack them, but they'll have to keep it tight at the back.
Well, it's all set up for next week. Clinton, thank you very much for your time this evening.
Thank you very much.